What's up? Welcome into your Buckeye Rush Hour for a Groundhog Day, an extra punch for the groundhog. Does that guy even know what the hell he's doing? Anyways, stop me if you are experiencing deja vu. Get another drink, take another pill, whatever it takes. Got this fancy new background. Not sure I'm liking it. Yeah, we're gonna have to tweak this a bit, but hey, gotta freshen things up, man. New year, new lifestyle. Not really, but gotta do things, keep things fresh and interesting, right? Crispy, as the kids say. Is that still a thing? I don't know. Anyways, February 2nd, 2024. A lot to get to. We have not talked in what seems like months. It's only been a week, but a lot to get to. A lot of happenings off the field, obviously, in college football, but and a lot happening behind some closed doors. I'll let you guys kind of steer the ship today. First off, I do want to talk about your expectations for the Buckeye offense. I'm going to run through some comparisons, some numbers between 2022 and 2023, a little bit of a dip. We'll talk about Archie Griffin, known and longtime Californian, apparently, getting a statue at the Rose Bowl. So that's cool. We'll talk about coaches leaving for the NFL, leaving the college game. And how about Harbaugh gutting the fucking Michigan staff? And are Mike Hart and Steve Clinkscale even out there recruiting for that team? Sharon, my Sharoni. I nailed it. That's his new nickname, my Sharoni. Sharon Moore said he's not going to be able to solidify the staff until next week. What the hell are you doing, dude? You better fucking get some interviews going here. So yeah, Harbaugh guts the entire cheater staff for the most part, the important people so far. But and then the story just came out this morning. The Big Ten and the SEC are beginning talks. Just the two of them setting up a joint advisory board made up of university presidents, chancellors, and ADs to talk about the challenges facing college athletics. So for the student athletes, keep it in mind. Always for the student athletes, never about the money. Or maybe I have that reverse. Yeah, I think it's more always about the money, never about the students or the athletes. There are no student athletes. It's one or the other, you know. But anyways, let's get into it. We'll kick it off with a little offensive rundown. I'm offended already. This background's kind of offensive. Oh, hey, you might have noticed I've just posted something in the on the YouTube posts area, whatever the fuck that's called, the community. The video vault is live on the buckeyecast.com. The link is in the show description right below the video. If you're listening on podcast, it'll be in the show notes. First thing there. The video vault is there. It is highlight videos. It's like a YouTube without the ads, and it's all Buckeye shit. So you're going to have all the highlight videos of all the Buckeye recruits. I started with the 2024 class. I'm working on 25s. That's going to get loaded in this weekend probably. But hey, there's a free trial, a 3-day free trial. You can get in there. It is so simple to use. No credit card is required to sign up for the free trial. So I'd recommend at least going through the 3-day thing. It's very simple, laid out. Matter of fact, I should just show it to you real quick here while we're talking. Just do a quick little screen share here. This always goes swimmingly, doesn't it? Boom. Okay. All right. So as you can see here, this is all it is. On the left side, you got your categories. I'm working on the film breakdowns from 2023. Those are going to be in there. But 2024 recruiting class. I got the important guys for the most part. I know I'm missing some O linemen and shit, but just mouse over, It works just as smoothly on a phone or an iPad, whatever. So yeah, click on Julian Sand. Boom. This is his highlight tape from 2022 in high school. All right. So yeah, same here. James Peoples. Boom. The reason I decided to do this is because all of these videos, if you find them on YouTube, they're going to be taken down eventually, especially those videos like, let's go to the transfer portal. See, I've got a bunch of Will Howard videos here. Quinshon Judkins, like this video, for example. I'm trying to avoid that and put it all right here. Again, no ads, all Buckeyes. It's only $5.99 a month. So hopefully you think it's worth it. And I would at least, like I said, give the free trial a whirl and see if you like it there. So yeah, you can go to all recruiting, all that crap. Show all, and we've got a bunch in there already. You can request a video. Boom, say I'd like to see all the snaps by Sonny Styles in 2023. Okay, I'll go get that and upload it, and I'll let you know. So anyway, that is the official launch of the Video Vault. Simple, straightforward. I wanted to keep it easy to navigate, nothing confusing. So, all right, let's get on with the show here. So let's go 2022 offense by the numbers versus 2023 offense. Bit of a downgrade, you might say. A nosedive also, I would say. So points per game, most important, right? In 2022, we were second in the country at 44.2 points per game. Last year, 35th with 30 points per game. That's 2 touchdowns less in 2023. Yards per game, quite a dip there as well. We were 9th in the country in 2022. We were at 490.7 last year, 45th in the country. We just got over 400 yards, 401.8 to be exact. Rushing yards, 2022, we were 27th in the country. And that was even with a lot of injuries. Remember, we were down to Dallin Hayden, and Chip Trainum started against the Cheaters in 2022. We were 27th in the country, but we still rushed for 192 yards. And last year, 76th in the country, we ran for 140 yards. So a fall off of 50 yards a game, that's a lot when you're talking rushing. In 2022, we were 12th in the country in passing yards per game with 298.3, almost 300 yards. Last year, we were 39th with 261.6, so almost a 40-yard difference there. QB sacks. In 22, we were 9th in the country, sacked less than 1 per game, 0.9 per game in 2022. In 2023, 47th, 1.8, so exactly double the 2022 number. So almost 2 sacks per game we were giving up. The sack percentage, not great there either, Bob. 22, we were 9th, 2.84%. Last year, 51st, 5.41%. So 5.41% of the time we were getting sacked. That's horrific. Third down conversions, another key stat. In 2022, we were 26th, not great, 45%. Last year, we were 33rd, 43%. So a little dive there. And then red zone scoring, touchdowns and field goals. We were 3rd in the country in 2022. 95% of the time we scored a touchdown and field goal. Last year, 37th. 87.5% of the time we scored in the red zone. So don't need to get into the PFF grades on the O-line. We saw it. It was horrible last year. Plus, you lost 3 NFL draft picks from the 2022 squad. So to be expected somewhat, But let's pop in the chat, see what's going on. We got some people in here. All right, I see you. Let me take a swig. That's pure gasoline. Oh, I'll be watching Groundhog Day tonight. You can be sure of that. I don't care what the old lady says. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. Odysseus, first in the door. He says, Moore is a crying clown. Yeah, I would be too. Not just for not just after that Penn State game. He's gonna be crying a lot. Jeremiah, what's up, Jeremiah? He says, hey there, Joe. This portal in 2024 has been amazing. Let's hope this team is built going forward, the right pieces are put in place for the greatest season in Ohio State football history. I like that. I hope so too. We're landing big fish, if nothing else, right? That's a good sign. Good sign from an NIL perspective. Good sign from a personnel perspective. You know, shave off that bottom 5 to 10% of the roster, pile on quality 5 to 10% of the roster coming in with the portal guys and the recruiting class. But great point. Odysseus says, I hope the Big Ten SEC partnership keeps the investigation into the cheaters going if they create a body to replace NCAA. Yeah. Maybe they should start their own investigation, right? Let's get some of those Southern boys crawling up Michigan's keister, see what they can find. Odysseus says, Bob to BC sounds like a troll job. I agree. I'm not buying those rumors. And they said the reason was he didn't attend a coach's clinic. The coach's clinic isn't for like another 2 weeks. So I don't know what they're talking about, but he is scheduled to be at a coach's clinic. I believe it's the one that they have in the Woody. I think it's in the Woody. Anyway, he's scheduled for that like the 14th or 15th, something like that. Odysseus says, no way he leaves after 2 weeks. I agree. They would have to give them they would have to give him like a serious money. And I don't see Boston College having serious money for that. Sage, Ohio. Hello, Buckeyes. New member this morning. All right. Thanks for popping in. Sage, Ohio, you're welcome. I like the smell of sage, especially in the fall. It's a very fall smell. Reminds me of Thanksgiving dinner. Badass Buckeye, what's up, man? He says, we have 4 challenging games this year. I think us and Georgia will be ranked 1 and 2 at the end of the season for the playoffs. I think you're right. 4 challenging games? I only counted 3. I got the first one is Oregon, October 12th. I already got money on that game, by the way. Buckeyes are underdogs, 1.5 point underdogs at Eugene. Football schedule for the Buckeyes. And then Penn State, and then the cheaters come to town. I'd like to know where your 4th difficult game is. We got Akron, Western Michigan, Marshall, Sparty at Sparty. Iowa comes to town at Oregon, Nebraska in Columbus, at Penn State. Purdue comes to town at Northwestern. Indiana comes to town, and then the cheaters come to town. I don't have 4 tough ones. I got 3. But please let me know what your 4th game is, Bab. PC says, sorry, I'm late, gang. Go Bucks. All right. Never too late, as long as you make it, PC. He says the dip in the offense was the difference between CJ and a mid QB. Yeah, and the O-line. Don't forget that. O-line lost 3 draft picks. Odysseus says Will Howard running ability more than makes up for his worst passing stats than McCord. Yeah. There you go, PC. A discombobulated O-line. You're on it. Yeah. I don't buy. I'm hearing some of these national guys. I listen to the Cover Three podcast. It's from as part of the 24/7 Sports CBS batch of shit. But Tom Fornelli on there, who covers the Big Ten for CBS Sports website or whatever, and 24/7, he's trying to say that Ohio State's going to run a more of a power running offense this year, just because they brought in Judkins and the center from Alabama, Seth McLaughlin, fine Irishman. I don't buy that for a second. This is the Ryan Day offense. We don't run the ball more than 50% of the time. It just doesn't happen. We never have under Ryan Day. So Tom Fernelli doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Maybe he shouldn't be covering the entire Big Ten, maybe just Illinois and Northwestern. Anyways, if anybody else picked up on that, let me know, because I think whoever's saying that Ohio State's going to be a power run team this year, no, not unless somebody else, not unless Urban Meyer's coming back. Don't say it. It makes me fucking throw up every time I hear that. But anyways, Odysseus said, plus he had no receivers at K-State. Excellent point. PC says it'll be a much different story this year. I know Howard is no CJ, but the O-line will be much better, and Howard has more juice than Kyle. Not to mention Howard is a load to bring down and has legs. Exactly. I don't foresee any issues with a short, a 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, down in lower red zone. I don't see issues picking up those first downs with Will Howard. A dude's 2 yards tall, and he just needs to fall forward. A big dude. Was he 235, 240, something like that? I see him muscling through there, picking up 1 or 2 yards when needed. So hopefully. Yeah, Odysseus says intangibles take a massive step up. That's a good point. Yeah, Kyle did not really command a room, did he? But I like Will Howard's his thought process, and he's on board with Bill O'Brien. Seems to like his offense and the way. Well, it's Ryan Day's offense, but he seems to like Bill O'Brien anyway. PC says one of my all-time favorite movies is The Big Lebowski. Okay, yeah, that used to be one of my favorites. I haven't watched that in a long time. It's one of those movies you watch once every 5-10 years, and it's that good, Bab says we won't win in the playoffs unless QB Brown is ready to start. If Howard can't play, Howard and Brown are our most 2 important players, because I believe every other position will be ready. I think Howard's the guy. There's no 2 ways about it. You can say there's a competition for the starting quarterback job. I'm not buying it. No, it's Will Howard's job to lose. I hate to see Devin go, but yeah, I don't see how Devin is going to overtake Will Howard at all. So, but good point, Bab. Billy says, howdy, just got in. Howdy, Billy. What are you doing? PC says, Billy gonna have to dock your pay by 15 minutes. Bab says, don't we travel to Wisconsin? No Wisconsin on the schedule. Sage, Ohio, some are saying at MSU, Sparty's going to be a tough game. I don't know about that. They got a new coach, I guess. Bab says at Nebraska is what I meant. Oh. Is that going to be tough? What'd they do last year? What time is it? I don't know. They went 5-7 last year. We'll see. I know they're trying to bring in some dudes with the portal, stuff like that, but Matt Rule's got a real project on his hands, to bring that program back to life. We'll see if they can play some defense too. That'd be important. Odysseus says it's going to take time for Smith to turn MSU around. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Odysseus says it's going to be like 19 offense, 2019. Yeah. Pro style. Sage says pro style. Billy says Fornelli lost me by his reaction to the Michigan cheating scandal. That's a good point. Yeah, he was way off base on that one. I don't know. I don't know what his deal is. But I agree with you there. PC says, imagine this wall of flesh coming at you. I don't know if I want to imagine a wall of flesh. But anyways, PC says, imagine this wall of flesh coming at you. Trey, Q, Jelani, Kazmarek coming at you. Yeah. That's some big dudes, man. Beefy. PC says a lot of people are talking third and fourth and short for Howard. I say have him pull it, run it on 1st and 10, catch the D off guard. Sure, yeah. If you notice though, Ryan Day he throws a lot on 1st down. He doesn't run a lot on 1st down. I need to go back and double check my stats there. I remember looking that up. Is it last year or the year before? It might have been CJ's last year. I remember looking up how often they threw it on 1st down to compare the two. I need to go back and revisit those numbers. But good point. Odysseus says Fornelli been on the cheaters bandwagon for a while. Yeah, of course. PC, I like your style, dude. Yeah. Shut up, Donnie. You're out of your element. I am the walrus. Donnie, shut the fuck up. Tyrone Smith. What's up, Tyrone? Where you been? He says, is Bill O'Brien heading to Boston College? I say no. I haven't checked the message boards in an hour or two, but I can refresh this here right now. We have Jason Candle, an article from Bruce Feldman on The Athletic. He says Jason Candle is a strong option. He also mentioned Al Washington. I believe he went to school there. So I'm not saying that that's correct, but we are seeing. I got an article here from SB Nation that Bill O'Brien is a top target for Boston College. Dan Mullen is off the table. O'Brien has become top priority, but ball is essentially in his court. We'll see how this plays out. This is from some dude, Kevin J. Stone, co-owner of New England Football Journal. I don't know. I'd be shocked if he was interested in a BC head coaching job. I know he went to Brown. He's from the New England area, so I don't know. I'm not too concerned about it right now. Back to the chat. Let's see. PC says that battle for QB2 is going to be brutal. Can't wait. Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Keenholz versus Devin. Loser transfers, I think. I hate to say it, but Billy asks, any news about that offensive tackle road grader from BC in the portal, Ozzy, what's his name? Trapillo or something like that? I haven't gotten anything new on him. Let me do a quick double check here while I take a drink of water. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything new on Ozzy. Double check. It's a couple threads here. Yeah, nothing new. He hasn't entered the portal. I'm sure Ohio State's trying like hell to tamper. I mean, you know, make contact with him. It's just texting, you up kind of things. What are you doing? But nothing new there. Odysseus says Nebraska is at home. Yeah, it is. PC says some are indeed saying MSU, probably because no one knows how that's going to go. Yeah, I'm not too concerned. They need a lot of help in the portal. I'm not sure a lot of people are excited to go to East Landfill. So PC says Nebraska is going to be interesting, but no way they can hang with us. Is Ravioli going to start? I don't know. I'd have to look at their roster, but they need to sit him for a year. If you want to start the Ravioli, go ahead. But it's just going to be soggy if you leave it in too long, food jokes. Back to the chat. Odysseus says Ravioli will start because it's probably in his NIL contract. Yeah. And his uncle's, right? His uncle has a contract he just signed. PC says, I bet they let Howard run more than we have in previous years because Howard can do it. And A, because Howard can do it. And B, there are plenty of backups in case he gets dinged up. Yeah. It's two angles to that. I think you do give him some license to run when necessary. And of course, on a 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, or down by the goal line, you definitely let the QB run because the numbers are in your favor, right? That's what Herb always used to preach, It's a numbers game. The numbers are in your favor. So definitely when needed, run that QB power, right? But you can't do that too often, I'd say five-ish times a game or as needed, but you don't want to get your QB beat up either so he can't make those throws, But yeah, he'll get his running. I'm sure of that. Hey, folks, please hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate it as you're walking through the door. Billy says, could set Raiola back starting right away. Yeah, especially if he has nothing around him, which is very likely. If he has no tools, no weapons to work with, thanks. Odysseus says, I bet Daddy Ravioli demands it. Daddy Ravioli. I like it. It's going to be my gangster name. If I ever join the mob, I'm going to be Daddy Ravioli. That's what they're going to call me. Billy says, depends how much Day trusts backup and how much he runs Howard. Yes. I don't know if he's too concerned about the backup, but again, you got to pick and choose your spots. You can't run the guy 10 to 15 times a game, wear out that arm, get him tired and shit. Plus, you got so many other weapons, like we were just talking about earlier, Trey and Judkins, along with the 2 big tight ends. That's a hell of a running game right there. Why put hits on your quarterback when you don't have to, Back to the chat. PC says, I looked for Ozzy earlier. He's not in the portal. Yeah, yet. Exactly. PC says East Landfill. Love it. Yeah. I would bet they start Ravioli. Maybe. I haven't looked at their roster, though. We'll get into that like in the summer. See what Nebraska has under the hood. Tyrone says, if Bill O'Brien left, would you want Dan Mullen as OC? Hell no. No way. That guy's a douche. I don't know what his deal is, but I would go after Ryan Grubb. It looks like he's interviewing for some NFL OC jobs. So he might want to get out of Bama already after just getting there. Kalen DeBoer's offensive coordinator. So that's one person I would go to that I like. I like Oregon's offensive coordinator, Will Stein, I think his name is. And Of course, Ryan Day wants guys with NFL experience too, you know. Um, so like uh, a Joe Brady, which is it's going to be hard to pull somebody back from the NFL to college. Um, so, but I don't know if there's anybody out there that doesn't have a job in the NFL currently that's worth a shit. You know, I don't know. Billy says her day doesn't like Mullen. Yeah, I've heard that too. I think that's probably from Zach's podcast. Um, but I would believe it because he was there. Uh, and Mullen just is not. He doesn't want to recruit. You know, you had me. I don't want to recruit. Get the fuck out of here. I do not want a coach on this staff that doesn't want to recruit. I mean, we see Jim Knowles out there recruiting. The photos are on the Twitter machine. He's actually out there, you know, high-fiving, slapping babies, whatever. But you know what I mean. Sage, Ohio, got to go. Good evening. All right. Take care, Sage. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Um, PC says, don't be a cheater fan. Hit the like button. There you go. That's motivation, PC. Thank you. The old switcheroo. But yeah, there has to be other OC options than Dan Mullen. Again, Ryan Day's offense is a pro style offense, so he wants people with NFL experience. Plus, it helps him recruiting. Say I coached so and so in the NFL. I mean, does Eric Bieniemy have a job? What's that guy's deal? Go get him. PC says, any idea what James Laurinaitis' X post the other day about Boom was all about? You think he landed a silent commit at linebacker? I know he was fighting Miami for a great one. Don't know his name. No, I don't know. It's possible he got a silent commit though. Very possible. I would be interested to know who that was. But I saw him tweet he does that. That's another one of those James Laurinaitis tweets where you're not sure what happened. It's kind of cryptic. It's his thing that, I don't know if maybe he finally got his job offer, his full-time position. They're just waiting to announce it. Because Corey Dennis's contract expired on the 31st a few days ago. Wednesday. So we'll see. I think they had to let Corey Dennis's contract officially expire before they could name anybody to that 10th position since they hired Bill O'Brien. Technically, they had a full staff of 10. Corey Dennis falls off. Now they can bring on the 10th guy, whether it's that co-D line coach or if it's threes. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Odysseus says Howard just needs to run to pick up a few first downs, make the defense honest. He's not going to be used like JT Barrett. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking, Odysseus. There's no need to run him into the ground and beat the piss out of him, So exactly. Billy says if they're going to hire James Laurinaitis, why haven't they announced it yet? Something else might be brewing. Again, they had Corey Dennis. His contract expired on Wednesday, so you can't hire 11 dudes. You have to officially fire a guy or let his contract expire in this case, like Corey Dennis's, and then you can bring on the 10th guy. An announcement's coming. I'm pretty sure they're going to hire Laurinaitis because I haven't seen anything about Jason Taylor coming on. I don't think that's going to happen anymore. For whatever reason, he lives in South Florida, mainly being the big reason. So, I think the Laurinaitis hire is going to happen very soon. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a Friday afternoon news dump. PC says college coaches have to deal with so much crap these days. NFL is a much easier job. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Billy says, I thought Joe Moorhead would have been a great OC hire. Yeah. He took a job. Where did he go? I forget. He just took a job like a few weeks ago. Odysseus asks, does Day hire Vrabel as an analyst? That'd be an intimidating analyst, man. I wouldn't want to question him on his numbers, but that'd be an interesting hire. Yeah, I'm all for it. Um, Tyrone says, who wins, Tennessee or NCAA? Uh, I think Tennessee's going to win this one. You got their governor filing suit against the NCAA, along with Virginia's governor for some reason. I don't know what that dude's problem is, but go ahead, go nuts. The NCAA does not have the cash to start getting into a bunch of legal battles, right? Uh, they can they make money off of the basketball tournament every year. That's it. That's the income. So they can't get into multi-million dollar, you know, legal fees and shit like that. NCAA is fucked. And uh yeah, Tennessee, they didn't even do anything wrong, which maybe not. I don't know. Seems like with that Nico kid, Iamaleva, the quarterback, that all this centered around, all these charges centered around from the NCAA. I don't think they really did much wrong, you know. So they talked about money. What do you think Ohio State's doing? The coaches aren't talking about money. When the NIL collective comes in, whether it's over the phone, Zoom meeting, whatever, they talk about the money to these recruits. The coaches don't directly, because that you can't do that. So, yeah, I think the NCAA is toast, and this is like one of the first few steps of the crumbling of the NCAA. Who knows how fast it'll go? Um, Billy says, I just figured they'd hire James Laurinaitis the day Dennis' contract expired. Yeah, I think they want to give it a little room, maybe. Odysseus says the NCAA has their priorities screwed up, pay for play over biggest cheating scandal in sports history. Exactly. That's an excellent point. Um, the Stallions case, I like to call it, is definitely a bigger deal than all chasing Florida State, Florida, and Miami and Tennessee, you know. All right, PC, take care. PC's got to step away. He will try to make it back. Have a good one, PC. Billy says Moorhead is head coach for the Zips. No, he took another job, man. I want to say it was out west. Yeah, Oregon. Wait, is this accurate? What year is this? Now, he was at Oregon. I remember that. Where the hell did he go? I don't know. I really swore that he went out west. Hmm. Yeah. Anyway, maybe he is still at Akron. I'm not sure he has much NFL experience, though, which Ryan Day requires. Uh, where's his bio? Teams coached: Penn State, Mississippi State, Oregon. Yeah, I don't know if he's coached in the NFL. Georgetown, Akron, Connecticut, Fordham, Penn State, Mississippi State, Oregon, Akron. So he was back at Akron previously. Okay, back in the early 2000s. All right. Hey, he's still there. My bad. Eat it, Joe. Henry DeCarlo says NCAA has got to start showing they have teeth. I think we're well past that, man. It's too freaking late. I think you're going to be looking at kind of a new governing body for football, at least with the Big Ten and the NC and the SEC coming together. NCAA is done. Nobody should be even listening to them right now. It's just a matter of time. Tyrone says Michigan losing their strength and conditioning coach hurt. Yeah. Again, Harbaugh gutted the entire Michigan staff, the important guys. And where is Mike Hart and Steve Clinkscale, the DB's coach? Where are these guys? They're MIA. I went to look those guys up earlier today. Mike Hart has not tweeted since December 20th. That's it. December 20th. If you're out recruiting on the road for Michigan, you should be very active on Twitter. I mean, this is like recruiting 101 shit, right? It's like basics. You should be posting every photo when you're meeting with a kid. He's not meeting with fucking kids. I don't think he's coming back to Michigan. Either he's taking other interviews, maybe NFL, maybe other college jobs. I don't know. Seems like NFL would be the smart choice there. And same with Clinkscale. Remember, Clinkscale is the one that deleted his entire Twitter account like just a month or two ago because of the Stallions bullshit and whatever else was going on. He just tweeted for the first time. So he just joined in January of 2024. His only post is a retweet from January 26th. That's it. One retweet from January 26th, so about a week ago. These guys are not on the staff, I don't think. I don't know. Maybe my Sharona is trying to get them a contract, a new deal, interviews. They're trying to work out the rest of the staff, but those two guys are huge. Clinkscale is the one that recruited Aaron Scott, almost got him to commit to Michigan, like had Aaron Scott thinking, 50-50, a coin flip between Ohio State and Michigan. So Clinkscale's a good recruiter. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Seems like a good developer. Will Johnson's pretty fucking good. Sanders still, the slot corner, made the flip from receiver to DB. It seems like he's good. So those would be two huge losses. And then you talk about where does Jordan Marshall end up? The 2024 running back commit, Mr. Football in Ohio. Does he go somewhere? And along with some of the other guys. So if those two guys don't come back, I'd be very concerned about that Michigan staff. Because the other thing is, who is Sharon going to hire? There's nobody out there. All the good dudes have jobs, right? You're not going to go pluck a Tim Walton from Ohio State or something like that. You're not going to go get a T-Rob from Georgia, something like that, So everybody has jobs. That matters. But back to your point, Tyrone, yes, that losing the strength and conditioning coach killed him. It's one of those things they're going to feel for future seasons, if they don't get a good quality dude in there. Billy says NCAA needs to eat a Wolverine. Gross. Odysseus says that would be terrible eating, Billy. Tastes like skunk, smells bet. Gross. Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, Tyrone says bottom line is things are bad up north. We could see a revert to the Brady Hoke era real quick. I'm not joking, man. I could see it happening. You get 2 or 3 bad seasons, and I keep hearing that their NIL is a mess from Scam Webb. And that guy, I only believe about 50% of what he says, if that. So I don't know if that's true, but yeah. If their NIL is screwed, they're not going to get shit for recruits or portal guys. They've done nothing in the portal. Absolutely nothing. Let me go back and double check. I want to see position. Let's go to school, Big Ten, cheaters. It actually says cheaters here on 24/7 Sports. Just kidding. So yeah, they got CJ Stokes, running back, going out. Darius Clemens, wide receiver, leaving. Matthew Hibner, a tight end, in the portal. Sam something, a receiver, in the portal, going to UMass. Wow. They are bringing in an O lineman. They got him back December 28th. He committed from Nebraska or from Northwestern. Got another guy, an offensive tackle, entered the portal just back in January 21st. Defensive line entered the portal January 30th. So just this week. Linebacker, they are bringing in that Barham kid from Maryland at linebacker. Then you got a corner, Calhoun, committed to Utah. Then you got another corner, Marion Walker, committed to Ole Miss. You sense a pattern here. A lot of people leaving. I got one person, two people coming in, the linebacker and Josh Prebe, interior O lineman. That's it. And prepubescent is a 3-star, an 89. These guys are so fucked. I'm not sure they're going to have 85. I don't think they're going to hit the 85 mark. I'm waiting for some decommits here soon, or yeah, decommits. We'll see. Odysseus says they lost Herbert, source of PEDs. He was Herbert. Was that the strength coach? Oh, PEDs. He was their PED source. Wouldn't be the first time a strength coach has handed out some illegal shit. That's for sure. Henry says the only guy left is Moore. Yeah, exactly. Tyrone says Moore might be doing a lot more crying and it won't be happy tears. No, those will not be happy tissues. Billy says, I see us in Oregon running conference the next few years. Lanning is the real deal. Yeah, I agree. He's doing it on all fronts, the portal, recruiting, and it played really good defense, strong running game. They got everything hitting on all cylinders right there. I agree with you. Odysseus says nobody wants to transfer to a dumpster fire when it's cold and so close to Canada. It's a great point. Yeah. Far too close to Canada for my taste. Hey, don't forget, check out the video vault. The link is in the show description right below my face. And sign up for the free trial. Get in there. You don't need a credit card to do the free trial. It's 3 days. Get in there, bebop around, check out all the highlight videos. And I'll be adding a bunch more this weekend. I'm digging deep into the 2025 class. I'm going to try and get videos for everybody that's been offered by the Buckeyes. So if you have any requests, you know how to get a hold of me. There's also a button at the bottom of the page that says request a video or something like that. Click on that, fill out the form. Just tell me what you're looking for, and I'll get it out there. Odysseus says, yes, the fan base are all weirdos. Talking about the cheaters, of course. Best day ever, 474. All right, I like that. Says, what do you think about JT or Jack at the tight end on goal line? JT or Jack, tight end. I would go JT. He's much more nimble, was a basketball player in high school just for his footwork and his size. So, yeah, I got no problem with that. We got a ton of extra linemen. Luke Montgomery helped out in the Bison package last year. So we got some good dudes that could fill that role, though. I got no problem with JT out there. Henry says they still have Stallions. Stallions got fired unless he's been rehired. Uh, I don't know. Stallions. Stallions is on Cameo. I'm gonna try and see if he'll do a video for me. I need to come up with some ideas of what to ask him to say. He'll probably turn me down. I'm sure he's getting a lot of Buckeye fans requesting videos. Badass Buckeye says free Stallions, LOL. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. We do have Stallions to thank for the helmet microphones, the speaker microphone dual, the NFL style of communicating players, coaches to players on the field, helmet comms, whatever you want to call them. So we have Stallions to thank for that. Thank you, Stallions. See, he's not a bad guy. He was looking big picture. He's playing three-dimensional chess with us. Yeah, that's what he was doing. Yeah, Odysseus says that's why helmet comms next year are important because Stallions will just keep sending spies next year. Yeah, I'm almost 100% sure we're going to have that next season. Tyrone says hope Nick Bosa and Chase Young win the Super Bowl. Okay, so we're talking some Super Bowl predictions already. I don't have a choice. I really don't care. I like to see Buckeyes be successful. Why are there no Buckeyes on the Chiefs? I heard that there's 0 Buckeyes on the Chiefs roster. I don't know if that includes practice roster or what, but that's too bad. Why is that? I don't know. What else? Talked about Harbaugh gutting his staff. Oh, how about noted and proud Californian Archie Griffin? Just kidding. Sarcasm. Here's a statement from Pasadena, California. College football's only 2-time Heisman Trophy winner, Archie Griffin, will be celebrated with a statue at the Rose Bowl Stadium. Griffin, a member of the Rose Bowl game in 1990. All right. I don't know why it says 1990. And College Football Hall of Fame's in 1986. Oh, Rose Bowl Hall of Fame, 1990. College Football Hall of Fame, 1986, is just one of 2 players ever to have started in 4 consecutive Rose Bowl games and won the Heisman Trophy in 1974 and 75. The 2024 college football season is the 50th anniversary of Griffin's first Heisman Trophy award. Adjacent to the Griffin statue in the stadium's Court of Champions, a Legends Walk will also be created to highlight and educate visitors on the 19 Heisman Trophy winners that have played in the Rose Bowl game up to the current day. Led by Griffin's 4 appearances in Pasadena, student athletes from schools such as UCLA, Wisconsin, I don't care about that, and more will be represented in the neighboring Legends Walk. The unveiling and dedication event of the Archie Griffin statue, which will be open to the public, will take place in mid-August 2024. Okay. So there's that. Now you got something to see the next time you go to the Rose Bowl. Archie Griffin statue. Odysseus says, can't stand the chefs. I still call them the chefs from that, was that like a Three Musketeers commercial or something years ago? That's great. But who are the chefs? The guy was painting the end zone and he did it wrong. Anyway, Odysseus says Kelsey and Swift, so annoying. Yeah. Yeah, let's say Taylor Swift a lot of times. It'll help with the SEO and the algorithms. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce. The real question is, will Travis Kelce ask Taylor to marry him after the Super Bowl? Tyrone says, has Vrabel been hired anywhere? No. Mike Vrabel still is jobless. So is Steve Bell. Steve. So is Belichick. Why was I going to say Steve Belichick? Bill Belichick doesn't have a job either. Odysseus says, good for Archie. He should have award given like NFL has Walter Payton Man of the Year. That'd be good. Yeah, I could get on board with that. Get a little Archie trophy. Be sweet. Big Ten should have that. Maybe they do. Remember, like 10 years ago, the Big Ten started naming all their awards, like two players' names, like whatever, the Orlando Pace, and name another offensive lineman from the Big Ten award. So, yeah, they could come up with something for Archie Griffin. It's the least they could do. I think Archie should have a statue in every state. Why not? Would support that. So, yeah, let's wind it down here. Get out. I got to do, got more shows to do. Don't forget to check out the video vault. Just go to thebuckeyecast.com. Link to it is right at the top of the page, top of the homepage. It says video vault. Can't be any harder. That's what she said. And the link is down here in the show description. Podcast listeners, it's down here in the notes. Check it out. Free trial. Get all your Buckeye videos and enjoy. And I'll be continuously adding to those. Again, I'll be adding 2025 guys to the recruiting section. So let's bounce. I'll talk to you guys later. Sunday night, me, Jeff, and Sean will be back 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I don't think there's a Lions game this week, so Sean won't have any parties to go to. So we should all be online. All right. Please hit the like button on the way out the door. I greatly appreciate it. And hey, if you subscribe, that'd be even better. But talk to you later. Go Bucks.